Author and businessman Rick Dunham shares how the Bible shows us that money's seductive power can lead us away from God.
Let me preface that by Rich Stearns in the introduction to my book says many of Jesus' words about money involved warnings. Jesus recognized that the chief competitor to our dependence on Him is our money. When we have enough cash, food, and possessions, we can become self-reliant. Therefore, money is not seen by God as a benign and neutral thing. Money is power, and power competes with God for supremacy in our lives. Couldn't have said it any better. And I think for me, and I think for most Christians, that's it's in many ways an unseen enemy. You don't really live with that as a conscious thought. We live in America in an environment that is driven by consumerism, and so everything around us is driven by the marketing and the consumerism of our day. And so naturally, we don't really think consciously about the control that money and wealth has in our lives. For me, so to answer your question, for me, there wasn't a specific day. It was more an enlightening that happened over time. That probably the first thing that really God dealt with me on was the issue of giving. And I felt guilty because we weren't giving a certain percentage. And what God taught me is He can give a rip about the percentage we give. What He cares is about a heart that's committed to Him and that gives something. And that's where Judy and I made the decision that our first priority would be to get out of debt. Absolutely just get out of debt. And in that process, we would continue to give, but it would be a very small fraction of what we hoped we would give someday. And because I knew that the thing that dishonored God most was the amount of money that was being put into interest that was being paid on consumer debt, that was just sapping us of our ability to give generously the way we wanted to. So I had to get rid of that completely. That was our goal. So that, to me, it was more of that kind of enlightenment over time, where you'd get these moments of revelation where you go, oh, okay, that's an area that we really need to focus on.
You've been watching Secure, Discovering True Financial Freedom with author Rick Dunham. Get your copy of Secure at thesecurebook.com.